Okie doke. So, this is on. It's probably on. Okay. Nope. Nobody. Okay. All right. So, in this live, again, just boring makeup stuff. Excuse me. So, let's see. What do I want to use for my brows? Not this one. Okay. Should I use this one? This is fine. This is brow pencil. And just gonna outline the brows. Not really filling it in very much, just rough outline. Okay. And then my hair is a bit of a mess. Okay, so let's see, is that even? I feel like this one's a bit more inward than the other one. Hold on, can this thing go down any further? Where's the lever there? Oh, that is the lowest it can go. Okay. Maybe I will just fill it up. Okay, so next up, we're gonna do, pardon me if the noise is loud. I think I'm just gonna do this using the Maybelline Tattoo Brow shade. Goodness gracious, what is this? Something or other. Doesn't have a name. Does it have a name? It has a name. When I bought it, it had a name. It's just not on this thing. Probably black brown or something like that. Yep, that is really getting darker. Okay. I didn't bring my, oh, I always forget that. Didn't take my, oh, come on. The makeup remover stuff. Whoopsie daisy. Okay, look at this. It's looking a bit patchy, which I don't like. Oh, yeah. It's definitely looking patchy. Yeah, that was the thing I experienced with the tattoo brow at first when I first used it. I think it's just maybe I didn't use a light enough hand, and given that I have brows that are not, they're a bit sparse in areas, then it just distributes unevenly because it does not have any hairs to grip onto in the sparse areas. So it just looks a little bit patchy. And I suppose if you have like very evenly spaced out brows, then it would coat it well. But this area is looking patchy. Hold up, let me see if I can zoom. No, not zoom out. Zoom in. There we go. Okay, there we go. Right. Okay, so next up, I want to fix this area. Yesterday we had karaoke at our place. A few of our friends came over and it was fun. Yeah. It's some 90s songs, some Queen, and I can't remember what else we did. I like to do the R&B stuff, but I suppose that's not like always popular with people, or at least they might not know certain songs. And I did Figures by Jessie Rice. Then I also did well, this other one is not R&B, but I like it. And that one was Soulmate by Natasha Bedingfield. And then just like a bunch of other songs that like Bruno Mars and Katy Perry, I think. That was Britney Spears and Backstreet Boys. All the 90s stuff that we grew up with. Okay. So I ordered in some pizza, and yeah, we sang for like, how many hours was it? It was pretty long. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 4 hours, almost 4 hours. Maybe we started at 7:30, not so much like 7, but so yeah, like 3.5 hours we were singing. I don't know. Maybe that's what my voice might sound a bit deeper today. I'm not sure if that's really the case, but yeah. Okay. Maybe I should zoom out. I don't know. Sometimes I feel weird. I don't know what is good and what is. That's a bit too much zoomed out. Just a bit. Okay, whatever. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Next I am going to put on some Prima Pouchon. Find it. Urban Decay. Always a crowd pleaser. Speaking of always a crowd pleaser, We Are the Champions was the last song we sang. Oh, we did some ABBA as well. Mamma Mia. And Dancing Queen, and Michael Jackson. And then, okay, so I've got the base on. Let's see, maybe I should just try something colorful and out there. Let's go with blue. Let's go with this one. This is the BH Cosmetics Sweet Shot Bubblegum Palette. This one's like, I think it's discontinued or something. But it was all the rage for a while. So I think in the crease, I probably would have to take a different shade. Let's see. What else do I have? Maybe I should pair it with this one as well. This one is the pistachio one. I haven't used it for a while. They're really big pans. Can I make it work together with the other one? Don't know. Well, maybe the green with the dark blue would work. Like this kind of shade. Okay. Yeah, let's just go for it and see what happens. If it looks bad, I can always just take it off. So I'm going in with that sweetened shade, this one. It's like the next to darkest blue. And then I'm gonna put it somewhere here. And then here as well. Pat it on to the outside. Wait. Just sweeping it to the outside. Just gauging how far I should take that out. So I think I'm gonna do more karaoke nights. I think it's fun. I like to sing personally. And yeah, it's always fun to sing like, you know, R&B songs. For me, it's like R&B songs. That's my go-to. R&B songs and some soulful songs. I was gonna do like Bust the Windows from Jasmine. I can't remember her last name. Jasmine something. But yeah, I can't reach some of the notes at the end. It's just way too high for me, way too difficult. But I can manage the first part of it. It's just I don't know what to do in the second part because it's just way too high. I can either switch to my head voice, which would sound weird for a power ballad, or I can just make up stuff, which I'm not great at. I'm not great at just like making up like harmonies on the fly. My friend can do that. I can't do that. Like maybe I could if I listened to variations of the song and then I just pick out the harmonies from the song that I've heard and then just like regurgitate them. But to be organic in making up the harmonies is not my forte. And if there's someone singing in a different or singing in an accompanying harmony or in slightly off tune way, I always have to like close one of my ears just to like get the notes right. Otherwise, I just get very confused and I can't. It's funny because it's like Mariah Carey always does that. And I look like I'm trying to be like Mariah Carey, but it's just so that I can focus on the proper note, because if I hear something else, I get very distracted and I forget where I am sometimes, and I just go all over the place. Okay, so that's the blue outer corner. Let's see. So again, NYX primer potion, NYX glitter glue. I swear this is like the same routine I do all the time. I'm gonna use my brush this time to pick up the shade. Let's see how that goes. So this is the Sweet Life shade from the Pistachio palette. And I'm just gonna put that in there. I guess that's okay. It looks kind of cute. Oh. Let's do that. Let's put that in there and here as well. Okay. I think that works. Okay. I like that. That's quite fun. It's out there. It's not I suppose it's not like a look that is very common, but it's out there. But it's fun. Excuse me, out there, fun. And then in the inner corner, I think maybe I'll just go with the shade Frozen. This one is leaning a little more towards the teal side of things, so that works for me. I probably won't use the glitter glue here. I'll use that. Okay, there we go. That looks nice, I think. Around it. Okay, so I've got no waterline liner in just yet, so I'm either going to go for the black or the brown. I don't know if the brown will... The black sometimes is a bit too intense for me, so I'll just go grab my liner from yonder. Pardon. I will be back. Okie dokie. Is it focusing on my face? Okay. So, next up, I am going to clean up under my eyes. just a teeny tiny bit. Oi, the sparkles are everywhere, man. Oh, a lot of sparkle. What did I do? Okay, there we go. And there we go. Okay, and then actually I think this needs a bit of correction, and I forgot to do the okay, I think that's fine. So the inner corner of the eye, just going to play some of that deeper blue shade. Actually, I'm going to use single scoop, which is this, the darker shade, and I'm going to just run it a little bit around the top here. That's really intense. As well as in the inner corner, just a tiny bit. So yesterday when we did the karaoke, I invited a few people, about 6 people, well, 6 people including me were present, and I think the next time I'm gonna ask more people to come. Well, I did ask more people to come, they just couldn't make it, because the trams are on strike at the moment. There we go. And I have 3 mics at the moment. I actually thought I had like, okay, so I have the Mix Pre 3, which is the thing that I run the mics through to get to connect to the amplifier. Don't ask me what the technical hoo-ha about it is. I roughly know that that's what you have to do. It's something. Goodness me, I don't know the name. I had the name at some point in my life that I knew it, but now I don't. Like a processor or something like that. Okay. So the Mix Pre 3 has 3 XLR inputs. I mistakenly thought I had maybe like, was it 4 or more, or even 6? Was that because I had the, no, I can't remember. I had the Rode, Mother Hubbard, something. I had the Rode. Give me a second. Let me remember this. Rode. Stream something. Rodecaster. I had the Rodecaster Pro 2. And okay, it had 4. It didn't have 5. It had 4 XLR inputs. And that's probably why I thought, hey, it's going to have the XLR inputs I need. I kind of miss the Rode. It's because of the bigger interface, and it's just like easier to see everything. The Mix Pre 3 is small and compact, so it's easier to like work with on a desktop situation if you don't have that much space. But the interface is teeny tiny, and I have to like really like, and I'm also not very familiar with the interface. It's a bit more confusing than the Rodecaster, I think. Yeah, because it has such a small screen, it probably just doesn't have the like area to give you all the different possible settings on one page, and then you have to flip pages, and you have to go into different categories to get to where you want. And the Rodecaster just seems so much simpler in terms of like working it on the laptop. understanding what is doing what. And yeah, so it's like you save the space, but then you save the ease of use in terms of navigation. um but yeah, I don't know. And in terms of the quality, okay, so I got the audio advice from a channel called the Time Preservation Society, TPS something. I'll link it down below if you're interested. And he's very into audio. He's like been working. He worked in audio. He works in audio. Very professional. Knows a lot of stuff about it. And like in talking to him, he was mentioning how the Mix Pre-3 definitely gives like a better processing quality, and I trust his advice. Um, but I also realize that I don't hear very much of a difference between the audios that I record from the Mix Pre-3 and the Rodecaster. And it can be because I just don't work with audio as much, and I can't really tell the difference. And I think probably these things are more noticeable for like seasoned professionals that have been like listening to audio and have experience treating the audio, like post processing the audio, running it through filters, etc., etc., and they understand what works better for like a professional sounding quality, and a, a, something that can be manipulated better post production. So I think that's where the thing, my discrepancy lies. But anyway, I have the Mix Pre-3 now, and I do really like that it's much smaller. That's one thing that I can say about it, that I really like that it's much smaller. But I have to say, I don't necessarily know if I can tell the difference in the audio quality. Yeah, I can't. I feel like they're both the same, and maybe my ears are just not, sensitive enough or something. I don't know. But anyway, there we go. So this is the. But he also does say, like, he's just some guy, so you don't have to listen to him. There are other people with other opinions on what's good and what's not. So, but I do trust him. He seems genuine. Okay. Also, I did have an issue with another product. Oh goodness gracious! What was it? It was this freaking hell. I had posted about it before. Hold on, let me see if I can remember where it is. It was a brand I was not, as in I never owned any products from them before. It was a microphone that had like this technology that seemed to block out other, yeah, no, not this one. Where is it? Shorts, probably shorts. Lewitt Ray mic. It was the Lewitt Ray mic, and it was supposed to like be able to like focus in on your voice and enhance it or something like that, and like reject background noise on the fly. And I tried it out, and it didn't work. It worked as a mic, but it didn't work as a whatchamacallit. It didn't work as a, like, it didn't have that functionality. It had the inbuilt functionality to reject the noise, but the noise canceling thing wasn't working or something like that. I can't remember. It just didn't work. And I've heard like many people also having that same issue, and it was disappointing. And then after that, I like purchased a Shure mic. This mic that I'm using right now is not. It's just this blue snowball thingy, whatever. Some friend like passed it on to us. But the reason why I use this snowball thing is because I can just easily plug it into my laptop. I could, and I did the other day. I tried to like hook up the Shure mic to the Mix P3 and put it into my laptop. But for some reason, when I watched my playback of the video, there was no sound. And I wasn't sure if during the video there was actually sound, because no one was really in the chat to tell me if it was working or it wasn't. Um, so yeah, I don't know what happened there. So I stopped using. I probably could like try it again. Use the use the headphones to monitor the situation. But I can't be arsed. I just cannot be arsed because like this whole setup is a lot more elaborate than I would like it to be. Like in an ideal world, I would just like, have a phone, just like do like a live stream directly from the phone. But like now I'm trying to stream to both Twitch and YouTube and Stream Space. Just, I know right now I don't have a lot of followers or like a lot of views even or chats. But I would like to just keep doing it, consistency, and see if that improves the situation in some way at some point of my life. But yeah, so it's not, yeah, I'm just trying to be consistent with what I do pretty much. Anyway, I think my problem is consistency. I think I can put out good stuff, but I don't have a lot of consistency because I have a lot of health issues here and there, and mental health issues as well as physical health issues from the long COVID. So yeah, it's just like sometimes I'm just like too depressed to do anything, too anxious to do anything. I just want to hide in a hole, and you know, and when that happens, like I don't even care about personal hygiene, let alone makeup or painting or anything that used to interest me, because nothing does interest me when I'm severely depressed. Like all I can think about is, death and misery, and how to get through the day, how to get through the hour, yet how to survive until the end of the day. So like in that sense, when that happens, nothing, like makeup doesn't, nothing matters. Nothing matters. Like trying to get up is difficult. Trying to move, trying to shower, trying to do anything is difficult. So that is when the depression hits, that is my biggest problem. And that's why I don't have a lot of staying power for a lot of things. I think I just have a lot of these episodes, and I can't function anymore. And also with the long COVID, there are periods of time when I'm just so freaking exhausted. I can't I can't climb stairs. I get breathless so easily. My heart's racing all the time. I don't get good sleep. My brain is foggy. It's not just like the physical, but like I can't think properly. I forget things. I can't speak properly. I forget words. Yeah, my mind is scattered. I can't think clearly. I can't speak clearly. I can't, like, cognitively, I'm not there. I can't concentrate properly. I don't have the lasting power. I can like set up something, and within 10 minutes I'm exhausted and I just want to go back to bed. So in that sense, that just ruins everything. Then I just can't do anything else. Um, I have to get my husband to help me wash my hair, that kind of nonsense. It's like that extreme when the long COVID said. I gotta say, it has gotten better at the moment. It has gotten better. Um, but I don't want to get my hopes up. It's because oi, Luna. I've been kind of like had periods of time when things got better, and then I got optimistic, and then I've been severely let down by just my body just doesn't want to function anymore. And I don't want to get optimistic, because then it's just, yeah, then it's just so disappointing when things come crashing down and all of that. So I'm just gonna, like, whatever that comes at this point. Whatever that comes. If I do get exhausted, if I do, then it comes. um and well, at the moment, um My sleep has been disrupted mainly by the switching time thing. It's very annoying that this keeps happening to me. When the sun starts to shift in terms of when it rises and when it... Luna, you have your food. I don't know what she wants. When the sun rises at a different time and when the sun sets at a different time and when there's like a real drastic change, my sleep really gets very bad, and then it affects a lot of things, and it just makes things very difficult for me. Let's hope that works. Okay, so Luna, please. I'll give you your treat later, okay? For some reason. And then this blush I'm using is the Laura Geller gingerbread blush. I had the Cassie's berry or something, and I shouldn't have gotten rid of it, but I did. But yeah, I'm just gonna do this one. Let's see if it works. This one is kind of like a... It's got a bit of glitter in it, or shimmer in it, sorry. Okay. Could have gone for like a more like, I guess, plum type of blush, but I don't know. I haven't used this in a while, so I'm just putting it on. Just for fun. And then for a highlighter shade, let's see. Yeah, I have all of these shades from, I think this is Davina Cosmetics. Yes, Davina. I think I'm gonna go for... Maybe I'll go for... I don't know. Should I go safe? Okay, I'm just gonna go for this one. No. Should I go? I should go for the green one. I'll go for the green one in the middle. This is very a light green type of shade. It's very... Ooh! Okay. It's a bit too much. Oh my god, okay. What have I done? That is just way too much. Yeah, I'm gonna look interesting today. Just lots of different colors going on. Okay. So that shade was Delirium by Davina Cosmetics. I really like those shades. Okay, and then maybe some on the down on the nose. Okay. Very minimal. I don't do a lot with my highlighter. I feel like doing some contour today on the nose, just a little bit. I don't really do contour a lot, so sometimes it looks a bit weird. Luna, shh. So I'm just gonna take the SheGlam contour thingy and... Okay. I am aging. Okay, and then a little bit of that on the nose tip. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So there that is. And then I guess mascara. Some mascara. Okay, so I have really been liking this Essence Lash Princess volume, sculpted volume thing. But I will say that last night I noticed that it did smudge a little bit. It's probably because I was laughing and like, sweating a bit. Okay. Uh, kind of want to go into the inner, well, not the inner, but the outer corners of the lash, but then I have to protect that area because it's so easily smudged out. Okay, I think that's fine. All right, and then for the lips, and then for the lips, I think I'm gonna go in with like a lighter peachy type of shade. So I think I'm gonna go in with Generous by The Balm, from The Balm, Meet Matte Hues. That's a bit darker than I thought it would be, but okay, that's okay. You can blot it down a bit just to like make it a little less intense. Okay. And then I think that's it pretty much. I think I'm not gonna do very much else. Hold on, let me just grab my liner once more. Where is it? Where is it? Hello. thing about the liner is like you have to let it dry so it doesn't smut, like disappear. That also means you have to let your eyes water for a bit. It's just ridiculous. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. Obviously, I'm not gonna wear this shirt. This is my husband's shirt. It will change into something more appropriate. But yeah, this is the look. I think it's quite dramatic, but I've done this look many times before, I think. Just with different other palettes. This kind of like greeny gold shimmer and then the blue on the outer corner. And I don't know, I think it's cute. So yeah, I think that's it for me. And I'm gonna go. So thanks for watching, whoever has been watching, and